So let's look at what a multilayer perceptron is in detail. So Minsky and Papert in '69 offered a solution for XOR problem that they said that instead of using a single perceptron, we can use a combination of these. So using this combination, we can find piecewise linear solutions and that can help us in finding a solutions to the multi-class problems. So a multi-layer perceptron or a neural network, this is what it looks like. It has some input layer. Now this is similar to what we had in a single perceptron. It's still got a lot of points through which the input comes. And it has one output layer, and the output is produced based on which class the input is assigned to, similar to the one we had before. The difference is the addition of the hidden layer over here, or multiple perceptrons over here that take input from each of these and do their own individual solution finding, and these solution findings are then combined to form a formal or output solutions. So the network consists of input layers, middle or hidden layers, these can be one or multiple layers, and an output layer of the computation neurons. What I'd like you to remember over here is, do not mix these inputs as the number of examples. These 1, 2, 3, 4 represents the number of features. So for each one of the example, you will have 4 inputs. This is equals to x1, x2, x3 and x4. And for each of the example, you will have 4 feature values or 4 input values. So what happens is, we receive the inputs over here. These inputs are processed. With each of these inputs, we assign some form of weights, propagate it to the next, propagate it to the one after it, and finally we get output on this layer. So this is what it looks like. We've got the input layer with the features, and then we assign some weight to it. Now the first difference that you need to note is that there are more than just one vector of weights. There are weight between these, or first layer, the second layer, the last layer. Also, now these weights are not vector, rather these are matrices. There is no one neuron, and inputs are not going to just one neuron. Instead, there are multiple neurons, and the inputs are going to each one of these neurons. Okay? So the first thing that you need to remember is that these weight vectors are now changed into weight matrices, and there will be more than one weight matrices. As many layers as we have, we'll have weights corresponding to those. All of these, or all of the inputs, or all of the neurons are connected to each subsequent neuron in the next layer. Okay? What does that mean? This is a fully connected network where each node is connected to each node in the next layer. जितनी भी आपके पास inputs हैं, वो सब hidden layer 1 की हर node के साथ connected है. Hidden layer 1 की जितनी nodes हैं, वो सब hidden layer 2 की हर node के साथ connected है, and so on and so forth. This is why we also call it a fully connected network. The input signals are processed from the input layer to the output layer, and the error signal is processed in a backward direction. We'll look at the error propagation later, or how the error propagates in the backward direction and how do we solve it. But before that, the first thing that we need to do is we need to look at the forward propagation.